What is up, guys? REKLEZ98 back here, and I'm here with another Who Would Win video, and this time between Marvel's own vampire slayer Blade versus Metal Gear's own vampire Vamp. So yeah, this is actually a pretty interesting one. I never thought of this one, but and the person who asked me this recommended that. I mean, if you saw my two previous Who Would Win videos, I kept reading off the info while I was doing it, but he suggested instead I should probably look up the information before I did the videos. So I did that. So yes. No, but I'm just gonna say just the important stuff, not everything in either. But anyways, so we'll start with Blade. Now, of course, Blade is half human, half vampire, and the abilities that he possesses are he is a skilled martial artist and a swordsman. He, of course, he has enhanced senses. He is immune to vampire bites and vampire hypnosis. He is, a very good fighter, as I just said. He can take down multiple vampires at once. He has superhuman strength, speed, agility, and of course, it turns out he has a healing factor, but I've never seen him heal. I mean, that's the thing, like, it says that he has a healing factor, and it's not just him. It's also with Spider-Man. It says that Spider-Man has a healing factor when I've never seen him heal in the movies, so, I mean, unless it's happening in the comic books, but whatever. I mean, it's a side issue. But anyways, so yeah, he has all that, and of course, he was able to, take down Drake in the movie. He took down Frost. He took down multiple other villains. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's teamed up with some characters from Marvel. I think he teamed up with some of them. I think he teamed up with Punisher or Ghost Rider. I'm not positive, but yeah. And of course, he is one of the best characters in Marvel. He's a good martial artist. So, strength, speed. But I don't know what it is, but he takes something. I'm assuming that to prevent himself from turning into a full vampire. I'm not sure if that's true or not. And of course, being half human, he's able to stand in the sun. And of course, he doesn't try to eat anybody. So yeah. So yes, and yeah, he's very fast. So yeah, that's everything about that I have on Blade. Now let's get to Vamp. Now, when I saw Vamp, pretty much similar to Blade. He is again superhuman strength, speed, agility, but it said that he has a lot of more speed and power more than a normal human being, and again, even though he's a vampire, he's able to stand in the sun. He, of course, was able to go toe-to-toe with Raiden, and just like Raiden, he can take a lot of punishment. And of course, and also, I forgot to mention, Blade also carries these two guns. I don't know if they're infinite ammo, because in Part 3, at least I remember from Part 3, they never showed him reload, so I don't know if they're infinite ammo, but it's these two powerful guns that can kill a vampire with one shot, of course, because it's, But anyways, back to Vamp. And just like Blade, Vamp also, I think he's a good martial artist. I'm not sure though. And just like Blade, he does use a few throwing knives, and the same thing. They're saying he has a healing factor, and I believe he does. I think they have showed it before. And also, this guy, now people, I thought he was immortal at first, but they explained it later on that he's not immortal. That it was mainly because of the nanomachines in his body that kept him immortal, and that he was able to regenerate from any type of damage. But then, of course, Blade injected him with a nanomachine suppressor, which took away his ability to be immortal, and of course that's when Raiden finally got him. But you see, it actually turns out that he's died on 3 different occasions. The first one, I believe, was in Sons of Liberty, where you were fighting him as Raiden, and then he drowned. And then the second one was, it said that when he got shot in the head, I think I think you were Snake. Yeah, I believe it was when you were playing as Snake. He in Guns of the Patriots, he shot him right in the face. And then the third time was, of course, also in Guns of the Patriots later on when you were when Raiden got him when it was a knife fight. Yeah, Raiden didn't use his sword. He just used a regular knife. So he has died 3 different times. And again, Vamp, and just like Blade, Vamp is very fast and everything like that. Now, it's really hard to pick a winner here. I mean, it's like, now, I believe, yeah, Blade. I don't know if Blade is a tactician. I think he is. But if you think about it, it's kind of hard to pick a winner because they're both very similar in what in their abilities. But obviously, I have to pick a winner. So, but it also depends on. I mean, because that's the thing. Blade is part human, and Vamp is a complete vampire, I believe. I mean. So, normally I would want to say that maybe Blade would win because he's able to think a little more, unlike Vamp. Because, I mean, Blade has done things I don't think Vamp has done yet. I mean, I'm not saying Vamp is weak. He's definitely strong. He was able to keep up with Raiden on so many occasions. But, I mean, if you look at everything that Blade's done, you know, it's really hard to pick a winner here. It really is. I mean, yeah, they're both good fighters. Their abilities are very close, but that's the thing. I mean, if Blade would somehow inject Vamp with a nanomachine suppressor, that might give him the opening advantage that he needs. I mean, the only ability that's taken away from Vamp if that happens is his ability to become immortal. I mean, he's still strong and still fast. But for the sake of argument, again, it's hard to say. But if I had to choose a winner, honestly, I would, I'll probably say Blade, because that's the thing. I mean, yeah, you can say, oh, you know, he only killed Drake because, you know, what was that girl's name? I can't remember her name, but it's because one of his partners shot some kind of arrow towards Drake, a normal arrow, but then Blade got some other arrow. You know, you can say he got a little bit of help, but he still did it. Even without her, he was still able to keep up with him. And he killed Frost. So I mean, I think Blade has done more than Vamp. I'm not saying Vamp is weak, but I think he has done a little bit more. I mean, come on, if Raiden could keep up with Vamp, I don't think Blade would have any problem. And even Snake, even though Snake is in his old age, even he was able to keep up with Vamp. I mean, Snake is not as fast as he used to be, but he's still a little good, I guess, to still move around. So even Snake was able to keep up with him. So yeah, and that's the thing. Vamp doesn't have a blade, so I think Vamp doesn't have a blade, but I think Blade has the edge in long range combat. That's another thing. So and he has guns too. I mean, Vamp doesn't carry any. I think he does carry maybe one gun at least, but he mainly carries throwing knives. So I think Blade surpasses him in weaponry. So yeah, I think Blade will take this victory, hands down. But again, these are just my opinions. And if you have any reasons on why Vamp would win, just leave them on the comment section. But yeah, guys. So. And that's the thing. Blade can sense, and he's immune to vampire bites and stuff like that. So, but yeah, guys. So if you have any other suggestions on these who would win videos, leave some more suggestions on the comment section. And again, it's just my thoughts. And until then, as always, REKLEZ98 signing out.